Hey, it's Tom from Texas, and it's time for another Floppy Deep Dive. And tonight we are going to be diving into Aztec Challenge. And I'm starting a new series, my Commodore versus the Atari series, where we look at both of these games and check them out and just see what a little bit of the difference is between the Commodore and Atari. I know a lot of people like to see my Instagram and Twitter pictures, and on Facebook when I just post a picture of the two different screens on the set, and I thought it'd be cool just to make a video and just start a new series, something that I could put out there for you guys so you could see these up close. So we're going to just play a little bit of each one of these games and do a deep dive where you can see the full screen, but want to just check them out, see what you think. So pull up a chair, grab a joystick, and let's get started. So first we're going to look at the Atari version of Aztec Challenge, and this was the original Aztec Challenge. This is the one that came out in 1982 for the Atari 8-bit family, and this game is completely different than what I played on my Commodore 64. This one is a side scroller where the guy's constantly running and you're jumping at different levels, and it was not what I was expecting when I was going to be comparing these two tonight. And when I first saw it, I was just like, I'm a little stick figure and I'm just basically running and jumping. But it is actually pretty cool. It was pretty fun. This version, like I said, it's just a side scroller and you're just continuously running from left to the right, and as you run you got different heights that you can jump by holding the joystick down and pressing the button for a low jump, and holding up and pressing high, and so it's always changing, and the farther you get, the running speed of the character speeds up gradually as you keep moving forward. So the object of the game was just to cover as much distance as possible without, running into things and dying. And again, it was pretty cool, but it was completely different than anything that I ever played in the Commodore 64 world. So, and the reason is written by two different people. Like I said, this one came out in 1982, and I was just a little taken aback when I first saw it, because I just was expecting something very similar to the one that I love on the Commodore 64, where this one was not quite as what I expected, but still cool. It was fun to play. I know there's another version out there that Atari has that they called also Aztec Challenge, that had that similar type feel to it, where it's always running and the graphics are a little bit better. But this one was the original, so this is the one that I was going to stick with, and this is the one that I want to show you guys. So that's a deep looking into the play on the Atari 800XL. So now we're going to look at the Commodore 64 version, and this is the version that I'm very familiar with and have played multiple times, and I'm still not very good at it, even though I've played it quite a bit. I didn't do very good tonight, but I knew I had to try to squeeze in a video and playing at the same time all night, so I was hoping that I could get farther, but I did okay. So it always starts off and you're running towards the pyramid. That's the first level, and you're dodging these spears that are throwing you on each side. And it was a blast. I love the music. I love how it builds up while you're running towards the pyramid, and more music plays as you're going while you try to dodge these spears and get closer and closer to the temple. It is just a blast. And then on the second level, there's the stairs where you got to dodge right and left and avoid stone blocks. The third is which has traps, and you got to avoid different things. On level 4, the vermin work in similar ways to preceding level, and you basically have the choices of high or low jumps on there. Five, you have to cross a tile-filled room and avoid booby traps while you're doing. Level 6 is a piranha where the player must swim across the lake and avoid the deadly man-eating fish. And 7 is the bridge, is the final level, and you got to run across it to the right, and there's gaps in it and so forth. But this was all made by Paul Norman, and like I said, just a great game overall, and enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. So I hope you liked it, guys, and I hope you enjoyed seeing these games, or you might have seen something you never seen before, or something you used to play and it just brought back memories. So until next time, thank you for joining me on another Floppy Deep Dive.